All right. Hey everybody, we are going to jump back into this War of the Spark sealed that we started. We're 2-1 right now, but this is going to end in a couple hours, so we got to get our games in one way or another. It's called We're Dragon because of our buddy Sarkhan, and we've got a lot of planeswalkers, as I recall. Or we have, don't we have 4? Maybe we just have 3. I thought we had 4. Maybe we have just the 3. Anyway, Sarkhan makes dragons. He's good. Let's get him going. Splash, basically red-green, splashing blue. And double Gateway Plaza was maybe a little awkward, but I'm going to run it back still. I guess we just put an island in instead of a Gateway Plaza. Maybe that's better. What do you think of 1 island instead of 2 Gateway Plazas? That looks wrong to me. Oh, we're splashing white. That's why okay, sorry. Yeah, we got... Oh, the Wanderer. There's my other Planeswalker. Somehow I was not seeing the Wanderer. Yeah, okay, that's why I did it. If we were only splashing blue, then I would want to just play an island there. But since we're double splashing, that makes the... Are you serious? Gateway Plaza better? Yeah, I'll switch here. I'll just get out of the way for a second so you can see. Thank you. Thought we had more planeswalkers. We chose not to play this one. Just not impactful enough. Even though we're red-green, it's just not really what we want to be doing. But I like this deck. Let's give it another spin. And I'm going to thank my sponsor, Card Kingdom, as we jump in. Thanks, Card Kingdom, for all your support. They support my content through this sponsorship, and I help them out by letting you all know about them. They're my favorite Magic seller in the business. Besides me, I sell some Magic stuff, but they're my second favorite behind myself. And whenever I need something fast and I need it in the condition I need it and I want it, reliability. Card Kingdom is so reliable. I turn to them first because if they have what I want at a good price, I'm done. Because I know I'll just be so pleased with the whole transaction. So if you have a need for physical Magic stuff, please check out their store via my affiliate link down below in the panels, and then that helps my stream a lot. So thanks, Card Kingdom. Hammer, that's a possibility in the future. It's not really on the roadmap of my mind right now, but I do want to get going optimal stuff made and distributed. We are splashing white for Wanderer because Wanderer is super powerful in Sealed. There's a lot of big creatures to deal with. We'll keep this. No blue yet, but we got Stinger into Ceratok. Being on the play, I wish we had a little bit more aggressive of a start. Looks like this is going to probably go long, in which case we would almost prefer to be on the draw. But we've got a Ceratok and 1 land away from Manticore now, so at least we're casting decent stuff over the next few turns. Nothing for next turn unless we get something on the draw here. Hey, we did, and it's a good one too, because we really want that Spellgorger Weird dead. I'll go ahead and attack on the off chance that they decide somehow this is an important trade. Almost certainly not to block, but you know. And since now they're not, I'm just going to take out the Weird while we can, while the shields are down. Really great that we came up with a play there, especially a good one like that. Something to do on turn 4. And now we've got a Ceratok on 5. It's a tough discard. But I guess we're going to go Manticore Skylord and make sure that we do our Ceratok next turn. Whose play was weird? This is really sad. Two great cards to have to discard, but they done did it. Is this worth... Yeah, let's get Domri down and kill the Prophet, because then Domri isn't under any pressure. They have no creature, unless they have something with haste.
You must be mad to tussle with me. Oh, there'll be nothing but dust left when I'm done.
Because you think it's, like, not good in a red-black deck or something? I mean, it's good in any deck with a reasonable non-creature count, right? Isn't it just non-creatures? Yeah. All right, all right.
Who are you to call me mad?
We got one of those. Unfortunately, it looks like we're gonna... Whoa. Really? Okay,
What's that? Something smells rotten. Wait, that might be me.
Come on.
that seems reasonable.
Bold strike.
Looks like Sarkon's gonna get Domri probably, but if they go plus Sarkon and don't put a pretty nice body in front of the Ceratok, we at least get to take out Sarkon on the way back. Yeah, I don't know why they made the went plus. Maybe they thought haste. Maybe they just wanted to. I mean, we couldn't kill it, so maybe they just thought this was the best way to get it Domri. I don't know. See what they want to do here. Oh, my info bar is all sorts of not correct. We'll go ahead and sacrifice our Stinger as opposed to our big guy. And this is record. We are 2-1.
Demands power.
We are in war. Sealed.
There is no peace.
We're on free to play. Now they either need to give up Sarkon or leave Sarkon at 1 with Dead Opportunist. I'll take either one. We got a nice 6/6 Conjurant coming, regardless. And ultimately, I don't think making Sarkon a dragon every turn is going to get there for Oppo in the long run here. My reasoning on playing Domri was I love getting a rare Planeswalker with a plus ability out when doing so clears the board entirely of creatures. Now, turns out they come down with Sarkon and have a really nice follow, but against red-black, they don't have a lot of flying. There's some haste, but basically I just felt like by leading with the Planeswalker on a board we could clear, set up the possibility of just Domri going nuts. Let me... Oh, did I change my Twitch title? I better look at that. Well, no, it just says MTG. Where am I? Where else is my Twitch title? You just mean the stuff at the bottom, or are we late? Okay, well, that wasn't the draw we wanted. And if we attack with a Ceratok, we're trading it off for a stupid 2/2. If we attack with a Conjurant, we are potentially trading off for a Manticore. At least it the 2/2 chumps it. Oh, well, I'm going to let that go. It's limited, you know. Draft, sealed, close enough. If we double attack, what do they block if we double attack? We double attack and then they throw like, well, then they lose Sarkon. Yeah, I guess we double attack and it puts them in a spot where Sarkon dies. If they want to get a good creature block, Sarkon has to die.
Listen to them roar!
Where's our Sarkon?
I summon you!
Well, that's a rough way to lose a game of Magic, but we did it. Just couldn't find our own rare bomb. Yeah, that's not a fun card to lose to. Hey, by the way, I'll show you this now. I can't believe I didn't show you this when I was talking about it on stream yesterday to show my cred, but check it out. Like 4 feet away from me when I was talking about this game on stream last week is the box, my original copy. See, now people call it Chandelar. It is not called Chandelar. Note, I say it is colloquially called Chandelar, but the game is simply called Magic the Gathering. All right, we can keep this. Yeah, Gabby's been streaming it. Luis talked about it on LR this week. That's the original box for what people call Chandelar. The actual title is just Magic the Gathering in video. You know, it's the original Magic the Gathering video game. One thing people don't always know about that particular this game is that it did allow. You know, we talk all about the kind of the RPG style of it. Like one of the main appeals of this game is that it's like a dungeon crawl. You go around. You start with a really crappy deck, and you go play for ante against random encounters and win cards off of monsters, find cards around the world and everything, and that part is great. But it also had an online side where you played against other humans. And so in 1996 we were casting Moxen and Black Lotus and stuff on against other humans digitally online. People forget that, or most people weren't around for it, but we did have it. All right, I'm going to just drop the wolf now. Let's see, what are we looking for in the next couple of turns? We do have Heartfire Triumph available next turn. We have Epiphany to make sure we get our Sarkon down. Oh, sorry, I went to that view to show you the box. I'll get out of your way again. Was that the earliest online TCG, CCG? Almost certainly, right? Unless there was some other game that copied Magic out of the gate. Like, so Magic hit, and then a bunch of games copied Magic. maybe it's possible that some Magic copycat went digital first, but it seems very unlikely to me. I think that was the first online TCG. Not really a trading card game, though. CCG. You didn't trade, you just collected. Well, Shogmoth perhaps, but if so, they copied it. I mean, the duels came after is the only thing. But it's not really the same thing. If you, yeah, I mean, you literally have a world map that you're running around on, and you're walking around the world map, and then, uh-oh, random enemy encounter, and now you're fighting a Sedge Troll for cards or whatever. But yeah, and you battle for, your life total is less than 20, though, so it makes for really different, interesting, you know, the kind of deck you make when a typical opponent has like 8 life and you have 10 life or whatever. Yeah, I play it on stream sometime. I might do that. I got to get it set up, but then I would. All right, well, we got a Tybalt we could play. Or is Oppo done? What are you doing, Oppo? Well, I think I'm just going to attack and Epiphany so that we can be sure that we're Sarkoning next turn, although there's an argument to be made for just continuing to build out our board with like a Tybalt and a token. But I think I'll go with the Epiphany. Let's load up. I want to be sure that we hit our land drops because we have Skylord and Sarkon, so let's be sure we drop those. Maybe we'll go Skylord first. We don't even need I just want the 1. And then Evolution Sage, what does that get us? Sarkon counters, Tybalt counters, Skylord counters. Yeah, that's worth keeping. So we'll do it like this. It's literally called Magic the Gathering, but what you'll find, if you want to look for it on the internet, just Google Chandelar or installing Chandelar, and like the heck, I'll do it. Because Gabby, our friend Gabby, has the most popular Chandelar video, which is how to install it. So if you want to play the game we're talking about, watch Gabby's video and you too can get it done. All right, so I almost dropped this out, but we got to think about the Evolution Sage. Yeah, I think we go ahead and Forest Sarkon. Let's go Forest Skylord. Let's get a couple of creatures out here. One of them threatens Jaya. If Jaya wants to use her next thing on the 2/2 flyer, that's fine. Although, if we had waited, I suppose we could have tried to get this to 3/3 with the Sage so that Jaya can't get it. But I'm pretty fine if they want to use their next Jaya minus on an army token. Scott, we were talking about doing another Chandelar is something that like every designer at Wizards muses about here and there. So we talked about it often, but never seriously. It was never a thing that was seriously off the ground or even seriously discussed as a feature. It's cool, but it's not where you want to start with your digital Magic. I could see them doing something like that eventually, but yeah, I don't think it's where you want to start. Ooh, 3/5 is pretty darn good. But if they don't kill the 2/2, oh, it looks like they are. They're going to kill the 2/2.
Who's up for a catastrophe?
Yeah, the AI is awful. The AI is comically bad, but it's still fun. Wow, we're getting wrecked all of a sudden. How are we going to recover from this? We got some removal. This 5 toughness is pretty annoying. We could go Nurturer. Let's see. If we go Sarkon, and then they just have stuff that can attack back. I don't think it's worth it. I think we want to probably just play out the Nurturer and try and reestablish a board presence that we can work from. Tybalt plus Heartfire the Spinner is a good play. I think I like Nurturer here, but yes, Tybalt and Heartfire as a combo to take out the Snare Spinner is something we will hopefully do. Maybe we needed to do it before they proliferate again or something, but we're taking a little bit of a risk. That's okay by me. They're using up a lot of resources now, and then if we get to go... The thing is, we'll go Tybalt, well, we can use it to block. Yeah, Tybalt, and then save Heartfire for the block is good. Although Jaya does have another minus, but if they want to use Jaya for minusing in that spot, we get to sack and response. Well, we have 6. Let me stop and think about it, because we could go... Nah, we'll go ahead. We'll follow the plan. I like that plan. I'm thinking about this forest and the sage and whether or not we want to hold the forest to try and get sage proliferate, but I think that's a little greedy, especially when 7 gets us to plane wide, so we should play our land.
Oh, they're so cute.
We're just trying to get to a spot where we can drop Sarkhan pretty well protected and have him take over. Plane-wide celebration, getting back Skylord and... Maybe just Skylord. We'll see what they want to do here, though. They're tanking. I could Heartfire, but that's not what we want to sack to Heartfire. I'm just going to let him have this.
Well, this wasn't very fun.
That's fine. They used a total resource on that. Interesting that they're not sending the zombie army, though. Oops, not that. Oh, sure. Good point. I was not even thinking about my own cards correctly. Alright, so now we could do Domri... We could do Evolution Sage, Domri, fight, but then the fight kills the Sage. So now I think we just do Sarkhan, make a dragon. Just making sure before we put our Planeswalker at risk.
We begin. Come to me.
If they want to use Jaya to kill Sarkhan, I'm fine with that too. Like they're almost out of cards. Like I'm just in the point where, look at this hand. They've got 2 cards. If they're going to use Jaya to take out Sarkhan and leave us with a dragon, that's fine. Because then we have Plane-wide Celebration. We'll just get Sarkhan back. I'm just letting them use all their resources to kill our stuff, knowing that Plane-wide can undo all of that. And they're almost obligated to. Like, how do you not? They kind of have to do that. And I think that's just good for us. And... probably just Domri... Triumph here. And then next turn, Domri Plus gets us plane wide.
I look forward to seeing you running away.
We'll go ahead and fight the... Doesn't really matter because we're going to use Chandra's Triumph on the other one. Almost regardless. So I'll take away possible Stry they might have.
Deserves its demise.
And I'll just kill this thing now. Let's see, do you just want to plane wide? We can probably plane wide into the scoop here. Get Tybalt, Sarkhan, Eternal Skylord, and maybe the Wolf. I could just make a dude. Maybe just making a dude immediately is better than a wolf that we cast.
The only authority that I recognize is chaos.
Sure, we'll just make a dude. We don't need to bring. We're gonna bring back serious action, threaten lethal, and they can do their worst. Well, dead dragon.
I didn't start this fight, but I will finish it.
But we just drop Sarkhan, turn Domri into a dragon, and we still get there.
I'll squash you like a roach.
Yep, still lethal.
What know you of dragons? Look to the skies.
I like that Domri gives himself +1. That's funny. I think this deck is great. We just we ran into Sarkhan, and I can't remember what we lost to the other time, but hopefully we'll get a few more wins out of this because this is a great deck. But we got halfway. They can't break even on record, at least, away from us. We're at least gonna go 3-3. Where's everybody today? What am I up against? I don't know. No 2, but we'll keep this. I think I like being on the draw and sealed. Yikes. Take that back. Wowie. All right. So, that's a real problem. This card is terrible. If we lose, this is going to be very frustrating, because this is not a good card in draft, much less sealed. Unless you get it on turn 2 on the play and your opponent hasn't done anything. That's us. Hey, Batmeme. Doing all right. Doing all right, but feeling unpleasant about this this particular situation. Let's see. We're probably going to have to play Tybalt, chump with a Devil, and then Heartfire the Tybalt away to kill the Butcher. It's a sad state of affairs, but that's where we're at. We could also play Wolf and look to just block it. Maybe we do that. I just think they are likely to have removal, though. That's the thing, Norbert. I'm just worried that if we I don't think they'll use removal on a Tybalt Devil. Like, even if they have removal, I don't think they'll use it on a Devil token. They'll just attack. And then that at least gives us a window to do what we're doing. Whereas if they have removal, we're in serious trouble. Because we play the Wolf, they remove it, they get this to a 4/4. Then Ugh, what are we doing? Like, how are we even getting rid of this before it's a 5/5? So yeah, I'm gonna play the Tybalt and plus, even though technically Wolf blocks because of what I just said.
Devilish. I adore an audience.
Unfortunately, damage to Tybalt does increase the power, you know, does give it a counter, so they might do it anyway. This does give us the chance. I forget where, I don't have the deck list right in front of me, but actually I can probably get it from spreadsheet. I want to look at what our 2s are. But so far it's doing what we expected. We have a snare spinner. That's our only 2-drop creature, so. We can play a forest, and then we'd have access to what? Nothing extra, so we're gonna play Gateway Plaza here and still have the Heartfire up.
The more, the messier.
I have been using it off and on, but I have found it too unreliable. I don't know. I guess I technically even have it open. Just had it minimized. Also, looking at my deck in its image form allows me to quickly see casting cost. Yeah, this is actually not a bad spot here. We have the Devil threatening to trade off for the Herald. So it might not even attack. And regardless, we're going to sack Tybalt to take out the Butcher. Of course, I kind of hope they both attack. Yeah, excellent. No, we want to do some blocking, that's why. Oh wait, hold on. We gotta let this happen first, or else they kill the Devil, and then we don't get the kill that we want. Just gotta make sure I time it right here. Which would be right now, actually. We're gonna target this here. And then submit this. I did it now because if we let this resolve, the damage to us is extra. We took the hit so that the Herald would die. We had to let the Herald come and crash into the Devil token. If we killed the Butcher first, they kill the Devil token, and then Herald lives. They're going to gain so much life. Oh, you're just joking about Tybalt not being around? Or is there something I missed about life gain over there? Ooh, Sarkhan seems like a reasonable play here. We could Ceratalk on this board, but let's just make a... well, we could Ceratalk first. Because again, if we make a dragon and they have removal, they just kill Sarkhan immediately. Granted, we have Planewide to get him back eventually, but I like Ceratalk here, actually. Let's see if they can stop this 4/5, and if they can't, then we're in amazing shape. And if they can, then we know it was really smart to not risk our Planeswalkers yet. Maybe I missed something there, Robert. You might be right. I was just thinking in terms of doing it all during their combat, that there was more block potential and stuff there, but maybe I was getting fancy play syndrome and it wasn't necessary. No, I get it. Life is a resource. No, it's fair questions. If I can't answer why I did a given play, then there's something wrong there. Well, just when you thought you were in good shape, huh? Well, Stinger's not bad. It's still going to be like a 2 for 1. It'll be a 1 for 1. We drop Stinger, which I think we have to do. I mean, the other option is drop Sarkon, but we're just going to be fighting this thing forever. I don't know how we beat God Eternal Bantu. I think this is where we get off this Domri and kill it. What do you mean Domri and kill it? So it becomes a 5/5. How does that kill it? Yeah, but we don't have we can't we can do a Domri and Death Toucher, but we can't kill it. We could. I'm gonna do Domri.
I'm crazy. I
Plus
was raised by wolves. Though they
and
might
Sting.
have also just been big dogs.
And then we can double block Bantu, and it's only a 1 for 1 for now. And then we Domri can take an attack from the zombie army and still live. That's why I did it that way. Then if we draw a land, we have Plane Wide available as well. I'm not sure even how good that is. We get Tybalt back. We could do some proliferating, make some dudes. I know, like, that's the thing. Here we are trying to work out how to deal with God Eternal Bantu once, when it's like, no, we got to deal with God Eternal Bantu a million times. Actually, not a million times, because we'll be dead after the second time. I haven't looked at the names of the new sets. Are we going back to Theros?
Soldiers of your six, even the weak serve a try not. It is just a small headache.
So we can take this and go to 2, and then we're dead on that. So we have to make this block. I think we're just dead. I think I saw. Yeah, you can mention. I forget. I read what you said before, but I can't remember the name now. So you can say it again, and I'll
Suffer the dreams of the
make a note of it this time. But yeah, I think we're pretty doomed, unfortunately. What can we do here? 3 cards we drew, and none of them land. Yes, that's what I did read that before, but here I'll make a note of it this time. Trouble is, Mensch, cracking my podcast listening rotation is a tall order because I listen to audiobooks too. I just have my time for listening is so. Maybe give me your favorite episode. Give me the quintessential in your mind episode of that show, and I'll check it out. Checking out this. Is there any way we can save the situation? We can triumph Obnix, which we have to do. And then we can't deal with Bantu, right? So there's really, unless we do like a, oh no, here, we can live. So let's at least live.
never cross me again.
Oh, I wish you could see your face when I've beaten you.
Not dead yet. And we can even trade with Bantu. Oh, we tried. I like that we found a line to make him work for it, but as soon as Bantu hit, I started talking about other stuff because we were just dead. Yeah, I couldn't even bring myself to play the mostly dead clip because we were kind of just dead. We were just kind of dead. Well, 3-3, not what I was looking for out of this event, and this is where Frank Karsten can suck it. Because if you think I consider this to be 600 gems worth of value, you are absolutely wrong. I'm kidding, Frank. I really appreciate Frank's work, and of course, for someone who values booster packs the way he does, sealed might be a reasonable place to go. It's not what we're in for, though. Yes, at least we get to draft now. I've kind of stopped tracking this kind of random gem grind on the paid account. The gem grind stuff on the paid account just isn't really relevant to me. So in terms of what we're exploring, nice, with the free-to-play account. So I've been tracking gem grind on free-to-play account pretty carefully, but I'm getting pretty loose about tracking this stuff on paid.